The year was 2020 when Corona-chan struck the land. All these people were happy and outgoing and having a good time until Corona-chan destroyed them and their lives. Watch part 1 of the documentary about how Corona-chan changed the world forever.
Alright, maybe not forever. But keep seeing articles about how, like, yeah, it turns out you can work from home. So many people working from home now. It's like, why weren't we doing this earlier? You know, you let us work from home. We don't need to pay for gas to go to work and back every time. We make coffee at home instead of there. We don't need to stop at Starbucks. Man, I gotta get my Starbucks my way to work, dude. Oh, for lunch? Well, I don't know. I packed lunch, or maybe I gotta go down to the cafeteria and buy. Like, no. So home go. All right, well, it's lunchtime. I'm gonna go to the kitchen and make something. And the other part is like, well, instead of me to buy an office this big, you can buy an office this big. Just saying. So you buy a small office. So instead of needing to rent an office in this building for this much money, you're in office in this building for less money. Thus, you save the company more money. Thus, you get more profits. And instead of having a strict, you have to work 9 to 5 with a half-hour lunch at noon. It's like, what if, like, all right, now you got to clock in between 8 and 10. Then you have this is the work you need to get done. You get this work done, you're done for the day. Sure, it averages about 8 hours, but if you take an hour lunch, or like, oh, I got to go pick the kids up from Mama and Papa's, you can do that. And then come back, all right, I got to finish the rest of my work. The rest of my work is now done. Click sign out. If it takes it 6 hours, it takes it 10 hours, you still get paid 8 hours. I know people are saying, you mean like salary? Yeah, I'm talking about salary. Kind of. I was like, all right, you get paid for 8 hours a day. Here's the amount of work you had to do. Again, it takes 6 hours, you get paid 8. It takes 10 hours, you get paid 8. But of course, it's like, all right, well, instead of taking a half-hour lunch, I took an hour lunch. Or I got distracted, the dog was barking, the kids knocked something over, I had to go take care of it real quick. So yeah, it took me technically 10 hours on the clock, but you still only get paid 8. But you weren't working the full 8. And you were working from home. So again, do you know how much stress and money would be saved from not having to drive to work and back for a lot of people? And then for those like me who can't work from home, that still got to go to work and back, wow, these roads are almost empty now. Because all the other people who were driving to the office or driving to whatever job that they're not working from home from aren't on the roads. So there's a lot fewer car accidents. Hey, imagine that. And it's amazing to see the pictures of Los Angeles. 3 days before Corona-chan. Day of Corona-chan. 2 weeks later, it's like, holy shit, it's probably the first time they've seen the clouds in the sky in years. When's the last time LA was able to see clouds? Never! The smog gets in the way. Now they can because of Corona-chan. So I think that's going to be a huge thing coming because of Corona-chan is all the people are going to be working from home. And then on top of that, all the people like myself who have way emptier roads. It's going to be nice. And of course, if you're working from home, it's like, well, now I don't need to pay for daycare. I can just stay here and be like, hey, stop that. I'm going to beat your ass. You can do that instead of going to work and having to pay for daycare and drop the kids off at daycare and all that. Thus, saving you more money. And of course, when you save money, you spend it. For most Americans, they get a little bit of money extra. They spend it. So maybe, you know what? Since I wasn't paying for daycare for the past 3 weeks, I'm going to take this money, give it to a babysitter, have them babysit the kid, while I go out with my friends. Well, gee, a lot more parents do that. A lot more bars, a lot more movie theaters, once they're open, restaurants, whatever, they get more business. Now those waiters and waitresses are getting more money in tips. Huh. Thus helping the economy even more, all because they stayed the fuck home. I think that's gonna be one of the biggest changes we get from Corona Chan. Just the amount of people that'll be like, why do I have to come into the office? I've been working from home for the past 3 months. I get Corona Chan's over, but why do I need to come to the office? Why can't I just stay at my home and work from home? Fuck you guys. So I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of that. Second, toilet paper shortage will be over. People who don't have it already will go out and buy it. Those who hoarded 80 packages will be stuck with it because I've seen a lot of stores saying, nope, no return on toilet paper. You bought 80 packages, you're stuck with 80 packages. Oh, you can't pay the rent? Sucks to be you. You shouldn't have bought 80 packages of toilet paper. So I see sales for, I'm sure like Charmin right now and Bounty, they're seeing, or is it Bounty that does toilet paper? No, they're paper towels. Paper towels sound like crazy too, so same thing. They're seeing a huge spike in sales, so expect to see their profit go for a little bit. But in the next quarter, watch it go pew, because then everyone's already hoarded everything. Sad face. Expect to see a lot more bankruptcies, but see restructured. There's so many kind of bankruptcies, as we all know from following DSP. But the XFL is doing it right now. They're going through Chapter 11 restructuring, where they can be bought or invested in by other people. Because Vince McMahon said, like, you know what? Yeah, Donald Trump wants to open the country, right? Meow. But it's not going to happen that quickly. It could take years. And he's like, I can't put the XFL on hold for years. So he's filing bankruptcy with restructuring and available to other people to invest or buy it out, whatever, stuff like that. I can see a lot of businesses doing that as well. Where all of a sudden it's like, huh, this restaurant went out of business, this restaurant chain went out of business, and then they got invested by 8 other people. So these 8 people now own this company, now they're going to do it a little bit differently than what the old company did. Or, hopefully, please come back XFL. Hopefully, people do that with XFL. Be like, all right, instead of Vince McMahon being the main owner, hey, I want to buy an NFL team. No. I want to buy an NFL team. No. I want to buy an NFL team. No. Well, we can't buy the NFL team, but we can buy the XFL. So those 3 guys get together, buy the XFL, restructure how they want, and then bam, we're back with the XFL. But I'm seeing a lot of companies in the future going to be doing that because of the whole Corona Chan thing. And if I for restructuring, Chapter 11 style, getting either new investors or bought out, or even if they don't file for Chapter 11, let's say a company's like, yeah, we've been on the fence about this, and it's like, you know what? Because of the economies, let's say like Smithfield Bacon, yeah, we had to shut down a couple of our plants because Corona Chan broke out of the factory. All right, we're gonna let, I don't know, random name, Bob Evans. They're gonna invest in us now. We'll be the exclusive provider of bacon to Bob Evans now because they invested in us. So I can see like companies sharing the load like that. Oh, expect to see a huge boom to the gyms once everything reopens. There's a lot of people like 2020 is gonna be my year. I'm gonna get my shit together and go to the gym. They're all shut down. Sad face. So yeah, if you wanted to start up a Planet Fitness, now's the time to get ready for it. Not like everything else better to do. But like, all right, well, I want to get these fees set in place, get this set in place. All right, and 3 months from now, all right, we're open. As soon as Corona Chan lifts, ta-da! 1,000 people sign up. 10 people show up. But you got that 1,000 people who sign up in the first place for the 10 people who show up. All right, probably won't be that disparity in numbers, but still. And esports. Esports are going to be a lot bigger in the future now than before because ESPN2, they're actually showing esports on ESPN and all that. Because there's no football, there's no baseball, there's no basketball, there's not even poker going on right now. So they're showing League of Legends on ESPN and shit like that. So they get the exposure, they get bigger. So expect to see that coming down the pipeline. Could be cool. Get more video game into the public eye and all that. Give it more legitimacy. And of course, YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, all the different streaming sites probably getting a lot more business right now. Netflix, Disney Plus, like, huh, I'm gonna be quarantined for the next 3 months. What's this? Disney Plus? I don't know if I'm gonna give it a chance. Wait a minute, I'm under quarantine. I literally have nothing else better to do. Fine, I guess I'll get Disney Plus because I have nothing else better to do. Of course, for people like me, I'm still working, but. And that's the other thing. You work a warehouse job. That you don't deserve any money. Oh, hey, look at that. The reason I'm able to go to Kroger or Walmart or Meijer or Aldi's or Safeway and buy food is because the warehouses kept going. Gee, maybe we should pay that forklift operator a little bit more money. Maybe we should get the person who does all the paperwork for, like, this came from this warehouse, this came from this warehouse, this went on this truck, this went on that truck. Maybe, just maybe, we should pay them a little bit more money because without them, the country would have shut down. Doesn't matter how many truck drivers you have. Doesn't matter how many stores you have open. If they ain't got shit to ship and they ain't got shit in their stores, it's alright. You go to Walmart. Huh, nothing on the shelves. What happened? Well, the truck driver showed up to the warehouse, but all the warehouse workers were quarantined, so they had nothing to bring to the store. Just saying. Give me a pay raise. Alright, enough about that. What have you guys been doing? Have you been quarantined? Have you been working like I have? I've been getting into a bad habit of going to my comfort foods. Cereal with chocolate milk and ice cream sandwiches. I don't know why those... going back to, oh yeah, your childhood. No, you wake up, get ready for school, you have a bowl. And since it's for high school, there's actually a bowl of cereal, not the other bowl. So no, you have a bowl of cereal, get some milk in there. It's like, eating this right now reminds me of that time. And I wasn't stressed out about, oh no, what if we get shut down? What if the country gets shut down for 2 weeks? How the hell am I going to handle that? How the hell would a lot of people handle that? Oh yeah, if you're a psychiatrist, get ready, you're about to boom. There's going to be a lot of extroverts crawling out of their homes after 3 months, crying about how they couldn't, go to parties and bars and all that for 3 months. They're going to need a lot of work. And on a more serious note, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people fucked up from this. You have constant stress from, am I going to get it? Someone I know going to get it? Is a loved one going to get it? Is my place, if they're still working, is my place going to get shut down? If you're working at a hospital, like, holy shit, am I going to see coworkers drop like flies from this? So you're going to have a lot of stressed out people. They need a lot of help. So you may want to start booking your psychiatrist appointments right meow while you can. Before they get too booked. And that's another thing that's being done over webcams and all that. And phones. Psychiatrist appointments, because you can't go to the office anymore. Well, fuck it, what's your phone number? This. Alright. Do-do-do-do. Okay, so tell me how you feel. I feel really fucking stressed out because I haven't been able to leave the house in 3 months. Well, speaking of comfort, what have you guys been doing to... Again, have you guys been like me where it's like eating cereal or ice cream sandwiches? My great-grandfather, on my dad's grandfather's side, we'd go there. He had a huge barn, a huge hayloft on the top. We'd go there and play for hours. Had a rope he'd swing around on. But he always had ice cream sandwiches. So I think that's where one of my comfort foods is ice cream sandwiches, because that's what we used to get when we went there to go see him and all that. What have you guys been eating comfort foods, or have you? It's like, oh, when I get stressed out, I read. And if you're reading, what are you reading? Check out my books down in the description box. God, fucking allergies. It's not Corona-chan, it's allergies. Corona-chan is upper respiratory. This is all sinuses and itchy, watery eyes. Sad face. And of course, healthcare. Gee, I lost my job. I have no health care. Ruh-roh. How many of you people are going to go, you know what? I've always voted for X. X doesn't support health care. Y does. Maybe I should vote for Y now. So, well, and also, will this lead to a political shift? Not only from that, but also from, Party X said it's a hoax. Party X voters went to the beaches and the bars and the clubs and started licking toilets and subway handles and all that. They all got sick. A lot of them died. Party's white people went, This is probably dangerous. We should probably stay home. Party wise people didn't get sick. They didn't die. So can we see a political shift like that just because Party X told their members go forth and get sick? While Party Y's people went, yeah, stay home. I mean, I guess you can start seeing some swing states become not swing states because of it. If you get enough of them. Especially Florida, where everybody went down for spring break. And then it's like, yeah, about 30% of the people went on spring break in Florida. Yeah, they got Corona Chan now. It's like, holy shit. After the Spanish flu, you had a lot of changes. Part of that was because Spanish flu killed the young and the healthy for some reason. Why? No one knows. It's like, oh, look at that old man who's 86 years old. Look at that young, strapping lad that's 20 years old. I'm going to kill him. Yikes. Thankfully, Corona Chan's not been doing that as much as Spanish flu did, but Spanish flu killed a lot of younger people, meaning older people had to work longer, come out of retirement, or the people right below them had to go like, I'm only 12 years old, but I got to work now because my dad died, and someone needs to bring the money in. Also help the women, because I was like, oh, like half the men in the town are dead. There's now like 8 women for every 1 guy. Who's gonna work at your shop? Women belong barefoot pregnant in the kitchen. Who's running your shop? Fuck. Fine, I guess I'll hire a woman. Why'd I go blurry? Stop going blurry. There we go. Maybe it's just weird to think about how plays can do that. Plays can go from, older generation having to work longer, work harder, come out of retirement, younger generations having to go into the workforce at an earlier age, women going to the workforce and going, you know what? Besides making money, I'd like to be able to vote for what my money that I'm making goes towards. Because right now I'm paying taxes just like the men in my town. But they get a voice on the politicians that spend their money. I don't. I think I want the right to vote. Just saying. Will it be as drastic as 1920s with Spanish flu and all that? Probably not. But people living in the 1920s probably didn't think Spanish flu was going to be that big a deal either. Until it was. Yeah. So hey, who knows? God damn it, why do we keep going blurry? Stop it. There we go. Anyways, I'm going to stop this at this point. It's almost 20 minutes long. I'm good on that. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and sorry for all the rambling. I wanted to make this video, that's all. And check out the new intro. It's probably going to be the only video it gets used on, but I like playing around with Vegas Pro 14. It's fun.